Hi, folks. This is August Allen. These are some shots from my home movies of a transfer from the Duncan to the Philippine Sea. I like this little horizon shot. That was all it was. He opened the camera and took a short shot there. And this is the back of the Philippine Sea after they'd met up with it. And they're transferring a man here in a few minutes, you'll see. So here's the side shot of the aircraft carrier, has planes on it. These films are from 1952 and 53. We're not sure exactly, the time frame of this exact day here, but we do know that Einer was out, and his daughter was born in 52 along with me, and he wasn't there when Debbie was born, and I was born in 52. That's what's marked on the reel is 52 and 53. So that's the information that I have about it. And some pretty good shots of running along. Einer was better than my family about the settings of the camera. My home movies really suck because of poor photography. This is a Australian destroyer. It's an Australian destroyer. If you look up that number, you'll find it. And there's a lot of good pictures of it, but I just thought it was interesting. It was where the Duncan was in somewhere in 1952-53. This is in Hawaii. All indications are, and there is the Duncan sitting in a dry dock. And I'm looking at this. I'm trying to figure out whether this is the same shot. Same shot because there's some double up shots in this thing. So that looks like the opening shot, sorta. I don't know. I think this is the first of a boat that Einer got next to that I couldn't tell which one this is. He didn't get the numbers. It would have been nice if he had shot the numbers on the side of the boat, but it looks to me obviously the Duncan is sailing right next to it. So they may be doing something, a transfer, or I don't know if they were transferring fuel or anything like that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a fuel line. That's interesting. So that may have been what that was all about. So either the Duncan was getting, I don't know. I have no idea. That was certainly a fuel line though. And this shot, well, it might be the side of the same ship, but I really couldn't tell. Now, this is definitely aboard the Duncan, and there's the Duncan's number up there on the lifeboat. Boys just standing around. I guess that's what was uniform coats that they had on. I didn't notice what kind of. They weren't wearing their little white uniforms. I can tell you that. Yeah, the waving of the guns. Einer must have got them to do that for him just for those pictures. And it just has to be the Duncan. That's all I can say about that. And that is definitely a number one shot. I believe this is in San Francisco. They're coming in. I see my family there waving. I can see my grandmother and Aunt Lola. Their Aunt Lola here is hanging over the rail, and uh, I think that's Grandma waving there. And I see Gilbert, but he hasn't gotten up on that railing yet. We'll see him again here in a few minutes. Einer's brother. There he is, Gilbert's in the yellow shirt. He's gotten himself up there where Einer can see, and they're all waving. That's my family waving to Einer. I need help with this, guys. People, who is this celebrity? She's obviously come aboard, and I think one of the fellows, there must have been a sweepstakes that you'd win where you might get a kiss on the cheek or something like that from her. And so there's a spot here where the winner, here he is, look at her, she's pulling on his beard. He must have been a big winner there. Yes, indeed. So I wish I knew who she was. Einer doesn't. He couldn't. I think they unloaded a squid from this, whatever. I don't think that's a lifeboat. Maybe it is a lifeboat. I don't know. I know I cut the part where they were tormenting a live squid and going to cut him out or cutting him up, and I just cut that out. Yeah. Lifeboat, side of the Duncan. I'm not sure what they're doing. These cameras, you couldn't take a long shot much because they had to be wound up quite frequently. I don't know where this is. Anybody want to comment on where it is? Look at these little boats. It looks oriental, that's for sure to me anyway. Those funny looking boats. Are those saipans? Maybe. I don't know if that's true. That name came to mind just now. Now here's a shot of the dry dock again. And I'm not sure if it's a repeat of the same shot. But it may be. Gosh, if you've gotten a mistake like this into a film, then to figure out what you want to do with it. Now, I know I've seen that because that's the ship that I can't identify. So but I'm just going to leave the retakes in it. No big deal. Give me enough time to maybe think of something else. I did look up the Australian ship. Let me see. Let me look here if I have some. That was the, oh yeah, HMAS WARRAMUNGA. I'm going to call it Warramunga 2 is the third of 8 Anzac class frigates built by 10X Defense Systems at Williamstown, Victoria, for the Royal Australian Navy. The design is based on a German MEKO 200 frigate. Okay, that's what it said. Let's go back here and see where we are. Okay, there they're moving the guns again. Yeah, I've got doubled up shots in this parts. I just don't think I'm going to deal with it, though. We'll just leave them there. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of the shots I wanted to show you. And this is August Allen, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right.